have a topical
Cream?
list.
Ointment?
No, a list.
Oh, a list.
Yeah.
This show is being topical?
Well, I mean,
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
this is a list of Super Bowl facts and trivia to impress your friends at this year's Super Bowl
I
party.
better write these down then.
None of my friends will be impressed.
No? Man, I don't know. Let's see
I
the
don't have
list.
any sports friends.
Let's see if it impresses me.
Super Bowl with the most expensive tickets. While tickets to this year's game have been plummeting in the days leading up to the event, the 2024 matchup in Las Vegas was the most expensive ever, with ticket prices never falling below $8,700.
I hope the NFL can survive.
I think they'll be all right.
I'm not very impressed, though.
Who's the tallest player to ever play in the Super Bowl? If you think about it, I bet you can.
Too Tall Jones?
Yes. Very good, Bill.
See, I'm not impressed.
The 6'9" defensive end. Closest next would be
Next to Too Tall Jones.
almost too tall. Ethan Driscoll, who came in at 6'8". Head coach won the most Super Bowls. You should be.
That's Bill Belichick.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Who has a 24-year-old girlfriend.
I was going to say.
Would
the guy-
you knock it off? They seem very happy.
Oh, now Ed is upset at me.
Uh-oh.
I'm deeply offended. You have a sports friend.
Oh, that's
who's the greatest sports friend of all time. Very important sports. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Sorry about that.
How much do Super Bowl referees get paid?
Not enough.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a big honor for referees to call the Super Bowl, and they get paid well, but $30,000, that's a lot for the game.
Sure,
But for
but-
the harassment, they will get...
Exactly. The
Yeah.
death threats.
They like it, though. That's why they do it.
Has a rookie quarterback ever started a Super Bowl game?
Started
Yes.
it? Yes, I would think so.
No.
No?
Yes, they have not.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Jaden Daniels, who's the Commanders, would have, and they had a chance. They were in the playoffs. So if they had gone all the way, he would have been the
Yeah,
first.
If.
Let's see. What team has had the most Super Bowl? Everybody knows that, right?
Mhm, yeah.
The Patriots.
Yeah.
They have 11. The next are the Steelers and the Cowboys
Steelers, yeah.
with 8. Everybody knows this one, too. Siblings ever faced off in the Super Bowl? Of course, that was just with the Chiefs and the Eagles last time they played, because Travis and Jason played
Yeah.
against each. And the mom wore a jersey that was cut in half. Has a woman...
So far, these are not very impressive.
Has a woman ever officiated the Super Bowl?
I think, last year.
They should have by
Sarah
now.
Thomas became the first woman to officiate. This was in 2021, actually. Who sang the longest national anthem?
The longest. I think. I know
don't know.
you're going to say it, and I'm going to go yes.
Jose Feliciano.
No, Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. Yes.
I mean, that's who I meant.
That's who you meant?
Yeah.
Let's see. Which team has had the most Super Bowl losses?
Losses?
Oh,
New Orleans Saints. I don't
No.
know. I'm
No.
just not shouting.
You're
out
just
names.
saying.
Shoot, I know this.
You do?
Yeah. I can't think of it. When you say it, I'll go, yeah.
Baltimore.
No.
No.
Houston Oilers.
No.
No.
The Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick in the chat room got that
Got the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Patriots also so they've had the most wins and the most losses. They're tied at
'cause they-
five apiece.
because they've been there more often.
4 teams have never been in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
4 teams
Now, let me
have
see.
never been
Let
in
me
the-
see if we can do this.
Okay.
All right. Never been in the Super Bowl. Houston Oilers.
I mean, you're close.
No, it's the
Baltimore Colts.
no. It's first the Detroit Lions.
Correct.
Okay.
Another old-timey one.
It's the
Arizona.
No, Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. That makes sense.
Houston Texans.
Houston Texans.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
Yeah. Which city has hosted the most Super Bowls?
New Orleans.
probably New Orleans.
Miami, 11
Probably
times.
It's probably Miami.
Probably Miami.
And now New Orleans, Carrie,
Okay.
New Orleans will tie that number this year.
This year.
So you knew that.
Okay. Miami.
In the Caesars Palace Superdome. It's got the Caesars logo on it.
Oh,
now.
Caesars Palace.
It's just called Caesars Superdome.
Oh, okay.
But there's a Caesars Palace.
Has a
there.
team ever played a Super Bowl in its home stadium?
In its home stadium, I would think.
I don't remember who, but I know they have.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams, the only teams. Which college has produced the most Super Bowl quarterbacks? And no, it's not Ohio State, Ed.
Probably like Alabama.
You're close.
Yeah, somewhere.
Cal leads the way with 5. Alabama is next. Notre Dame is next.
Okay.
How much money do these Super Bowl
$1
players
million.
make?
Do the players make?
Yeah. So they're bonus. They get the regular
They get a bonus
salary.
if they win.
I think they get a bonus if they're in it, and then they get a bonus if they win.
I don't know.
Let's see. If
A million sounds right.
Yeah, let's see. So there's the regular ones, and then there's the special players get extra ones. So the regular players take home an additional $250,000.
Oh, that's not much.
The losers get $185,000.
So even if you lose, you get something.
But there are some people like Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones, who's a badass, by the way.
Yeah,
will
yeah.
get an additional $1 million.
Why is that?
Well, because it's in his contract.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. How many more of these you want to do? I have a few more.
Sure.
I want to keep going to the end of the show because I'm really just mesmerized by this.
Who's the oldest player to ever play in the Super Bowl?
Too Tall Jones. No.
Let's see.
You're not going to get it.
All of
wait
these.
a minute.
Yeah, I'm lost
Wait a
on
minute.
all of these.
George Blanda.
No.
George Blanda.
Indianapolis Colts kicker, and a kicker makes sense.
George Blanda was a kicker.
Matt Stover was 42 years old playing in the Super Bowl.
George Blanda was a quarterback, and then he was a kicker after that.
Let's see. Has there ever been a year without a Super Bowl? That was a Christmas special, wasn't it?
It was a year without a Super Bowl.
I don't know. Probably, but I don't know. Was it during World War? Yeah, I know it was during World War II.
Something like that.
During World War
Yeah,
II.
No,
There had to be
we
something.
have had one every year since 1960s.
Rain, shine, or famine, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Nuclear war.
Coldest Super Bowl.
Oh, the Ice Bowl, up there in Buffalo.
I don't think that was an actual Super Bowl. That was just a game.
That was just a game.
39 degrees. Pfft, that's not so
Babies.
cold. That was Kansas City, Minnesota Vikings. And last one is how much do Super Bowl rings cost?
How much do they cost?
A lot.
If you're now you're not just giving them, are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody gets one.
Oh, I thought it was like when you graduate, you had to buy it.
Both teams get them.
If you play in it. No, the winning team normally receives 150 gem-encrusted Super Bowl rings that go to players, coaches, and other important members of the organization. That whole set, so 150 rings for $5 million. The largest Super Bowl ring ever made, you might be able to guess this one. Who would that be for?
The largest?
Yeah, the biggest
Too
ring.
Tall Jones,
Too Tall Jones.
William Refrigerator Perry.
The fridge.
he was buried with that ring, you know.
Who was a G.I. Joe action figure, as I recall.
Was he?
Yeah.
They made an action figure with
He
G.I.
was
Joe.
he was incorporated into the lore.
He
Why
really
not?
was?
Yeah.
See, carries sports and,
Well, see,
and
the
action figures.
The
come together.
chat room was surprised I knew so much about old teams.
Yeah.
And it's because when I was a little kid, they used to sell in the gumball things. You put a quarter in, and you'd get a football helmet
That's right.
with a sticker, and
So you collected
you'd
them?
apply the sticker. And Dad picked one up for me anytime he went to the hardware store.
Aww.
And then he found out that there was a goalpost thing where you could hang the
Yeah.
helmets on. And so he got me that, too, hoping to make me straight.
He was he was going to turn you into a man.
He was trying to turn me into a man. Again, this is the same man who was concerned that Mr. Rogers would make me gay.
Yeah.
So I think he was convinced that if he just did this, kind of push you into it.
Well, it worked, Carrie. You're not gay, so
I'm not
But
gay.
you're not much of a man.
Not much of a football fan.
It's funny. I never paid any attention to sports growing up, And I didn't pay any attention to it until I went to graduate school at Penn State because
It's a big deal
That
there.
was a town
Yeah.
that was football crazy and sports crazy.
That was the life.
So I started getting into it a little bit, and I'm still not a huge, but that's when Terry Bradshaw was the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who everybody said, Terry is too dumb to be a quarterback.
He really was.
But he wasn't, because Terry, I think he's the one who won most of their, or all of their Super Bowls. Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, the chat room found the football helmets I'm talking about.
Aw.
There was a whole bunch of them. And there was a little sticker. You had to put the sticker on. And the Cleveland Browns one didn't have a sticker. It was just a brown helmet.
Go back to Terry Bradshaw. Is he
Yes.
now? Has he been kicked off the broadcast team now?
I don't know if he's kicked off, but I don't think he's supposed to be at the Super Bowl.
They've demoted him somehow, or
I
something.
think so.
Well, he's too dumb to be a broadcaster.
No, anybody can do
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's true.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah. Was married to JoJo Starbuck, a figure skater.
But he also.
JoJo Starbuck's partner lives across the street from me.
Am I thinking of the wrong person? There was a Minnesota Viking who hosted Saturday Night Live a couple of times.
Fran Tarkington.
Fran Tarkenton. Thank you.
Didn't he do a shampoo commercial?
I
Probably.
don't think Terry Bradshaw ever hosted this because he's
I
too
bet
dumb.
he did.
He's too dumb to host
I
Saturday
bet
Night
he
Live.
did.
No,
Take
he
a look
didn't.
and see. There were over the 50 years there were a lot of odd choices, but Fran Tarkenton at least twice I know.
I know, and there were a couple of other quarterbacks.
Oh, and Terry Bradshaw's going to be there, I guess.
Is he? Oh, and the fridge is still alive apparently.
No.
It's radio
What the
from
chat
hell
room is
with
saying, I don't know.
Because people love
I thought he
a good
died.
list.
Yeah, I forgot.
X96.
Tall Jones is dead. Maybe that's.
Too tall Jones, no.